Okay, I want to get back to this issue about kindness. Actually, the most important reason to be kind is because we need to look at people in the image of God. And I know not everybody who's in the image, created in the image of God, is necessarily a believer, so you have to understand that I was at that point myself. So that's a further reason, to be kind to your fellow man and woman. Like I said before, it doesn't mean that you should accept their ill will or bad behavior towards you. I'm in Spanish market eating, forgive me. Taking some rice here. Thank you. I don't understand. Good rice. We're supposed to be that light, as the Bible talks about. I'm not good at Bible study, but Jesus had died for our sins on the cross, not so we could stay the same, but be that light. As the Bible does talk about, love God first, but love people second. You are supposed to love people, and when you love somebody, it doesn't necessarily you enable their behavior. So I know this is easy subject. I don't know. I seem to get a little bit more time on my phone, so I don't know. That's 6 minutes. I mean, to think here. Oh, sidetrack now. Some good stuff right here. Some good rice. Good Spanish. That's a blessing. Let me set this down and get me a drink. I feel my ADHD kicking in. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me over the music. I ain't worried about getting demonetized or whatever. I'll make any money anyway. But anyway, kindness, it'd go a long way. Just a kind act. By doing a kind act, you can show the love of God, show the love of Jesus. You can. Kind acts can, reciprocate. You're going to have something that's going to spread viral. Why not have kindness? Show people. Sometimes you have to show the love in action. It's like a parent loves their children, but it doesn't mean they're always going to be nice to their children. Now, kindness doesn't mean to always be nice. Sometimes you have to be stern, but kindness, kind words. The Bible does talk about our sword, our tongues like a sword. So I don't know the exact verses they're at. I would suggest just looking it up or using a Bible app. So with that being said, we should always, practice kind words, the things we say. Rice is good. I get ADHD. Doing laundry. I just shoot this message. My phone is just. Sometimes it let me record for 3 minutes. Sometimes it lets me record for 6 minutes. I can't seem to record for the 20 minutes. I'll figure out what I'll do. Oh yeah. Also, if you're talking to your customer support about your phones or devices, and you feel annoyed, take a deep breath. And always be kind and realize that they're people too. They're going through their struggles, trying to support family, pay the bills. Remember, God, made in the image of God. We all have to, including myself, I need to practice it. I'm the culprit when it comes to not always being kind, being rude. As you might have told in earlier videos I haven't done recently where I've been walking on the road and I hadn't said some kind words about some drivers. In Florida you have to deal with that, but I'm learning, to try to bite my tongue, or not necessarily bite my tongue, hold my breath. Let me get another drink here. try to find different locations sometimes. Just kind words, saying acts of kindness. Yes, I know that seems hard in the world nowadays. There's not a lot of kindness when the odds are stacked against you sometimes, which they are. Not always, not really necessarily in your favor, but you get favor with God. You know what I'm saying? Don't go by the world standards. It's God above. It's taken me a long time to realize that. Sometimes we try to do things of our own will, but we fall short of the grace of God, the prayer. And next time you feel like you want to say an angry word, just sit in a quiet place, meditate, pray. Ask the Lord to show you wisdom, and not to use your tongue wisely. Words you use not to fly off the handle. Harder said than done.